Bartender Journey podcast and also co-author of the book Cocktails Made Simple. Look, there's one right here. Cocktails Made Simple, available on Amazon.com. We're going to show you today how to make an old-fashioned. I'm making a slight variation on the old-fashioned. I call it the spiced maple old-fashioned, but I'm going to explain to you how to make a normal one if you didn't want to go to the trouble of making this maple syrup. The spiced maple syrup, I should say. So, in my case, I'm going to use, if you're making just a normal old-fashioned, you'd use 2 dashes of the Angostura aromatic bitters. These are the bitters that are everywhere. You can find them in most supermarkets. Easy to find. In my case, I'm going to use 1 dash of that and 1 dash of Fee Brothers Black Walnut bitters, which are delicious. So next step would be, if you're making the normal old-fashioned, simple syrup, which is just a combination of half of equal parts sugar and hot water, stir to dissolve. In this case, I made a spiced maple syrup, which if you're interested in that, I can show you how to make that at the end. So we're going to do, normally it'd be about a half an ounce of simple syrup. This maple is very intense, and I'm going to use just a quarter. Just want a hint of the maple flavor and a little bit of sweetness. And next we're going to get some decent bourbon, 2 ounces of bourbon. So just those 3 ingredients, the bitters, a sweetener of some sort, and some whiskey. That's an old-fashioned. We're going to get some ice over here. Put it in our mixing cup. And we stir. We stir not just to chill, but also to dilute. We're adding some water to the drink, and as you saw, it's a strong drink, and we purposely want to add some water to it, or dilution as we call it. About 15 seconds should do it. Did I tell you about my book? Cocktails Made Simple. It's on Amazon. And I'm going to use this large ice cube, which makes it's a great upgrade to your whiskey drinking experience, your old-fashioned experience. And these ice cubes, very inexpensive. Okay, we're going to strain that into our old-fashioned glass. It's called an old-fashioned glass, believe it or not. And over our big ice cube, leaving the ice that we use to mix the drink behind. That gets discarded. So, final touch. Take an orange, a zester, or a peeler rather. Get some of that zest. And we want to express the oils from the orange peel into the glass. We hold it like this between our thumb and forefinger of both hands, and pinch it like you're making a taco, and that squeezes the oils out over the drink. Put that drink in there, and cheers. Enjoy. Now, I said I would explain how I made my maple syrup, spiced maple syrup. I take maple syrup, add equal parts, so let's say 1 cup maple syrup, 1 cup water, put that into a saucepan, and then I add a bunch of herbs and spices to it, coriander, allspice, juniper, and cloves, and sea salt, believe it or not. And so we boil that to end. That's all explained in the book if you want the exact proportions. So we started with 1 cup of maple syrup, added 1 cup of water, add the spices, and then put it on the stove, reduce it back down to 1 cup. So that infuses all those herbs and all those spices into the syrup. And strain it, of course, to get rid of the solids. And that made the syrup that I used to sweeten my old-fashioned. It's pretty yummy. Well, thanks for watching. Remember, the book is called Cocktails Made Simple. The podcast is Bartender Journey. And all I have to say is cheers.